Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm going to be offering my brief commentary right after this quick clip. Peace, peace, peace. This your brother Monroe Jr. Rapper CamRon recently received a DM, a direct message via Instagram, stating that he is the most racist person that this white woman says she ever seen. So CamRon, he felt this needed to be addressed, so he clapped back, he fired back. And CamRon said, laugh out loud, you must not be looking too hard. From there, the woman continued, no, you are racist. Good to show you have a lot of white fans. CamRon responded by saying, go Google slavery, write an essay, then get back to me. In the caption on his post found him calling out the woman even further, saying, you wanted some attention, here you go. At Sicilian Princess 35. If anybody wants to see racism, follow at the Savoy Show. You'll be pissed. And hashtag I love my white fans. Hey College Snyder, let her know. Laugh out loud. So those are some condemning statements that the white woman made. And some white people are so shallow in their perspectives of black people. Here we are, black people engulfed in a system set up against us, a system that our ancestors helped create. Yet most of the institutions that exist today, the corporations, the executives are white men. But yet my ancestors helped to build this country. We made America rich, but yet we're racist? We made America rich, but yet when they so-called freed us and we built 40 towns and cities, your government, your wicked ancestors worked to undermine the progress of my ancestors. But we're racist. After 400 some odd years of injustice, what has CamRon done to white people? What white person has CamRon harmed? What system has he set up that has denied white people the pursuit of liberty, of justice, of happiness? No, CamRon's not the real racist. We look at things from such a low bestial perspective, not with much intelligence. You know, I really think, and there was people in the commentary like, she just mad cause, CamRon ain't trying to shoot at her. And, white people are so used to, a lot of them are so used to having black people whom they subjugate, whom they dominate, whom they validate, whom they elevate, that whenever there's one that challenges the status quo, whenever there's one that is able to think outside of the realm of perspective of some white people, then that particular individual gets labeled, right? They get called names. But oftentimes you will never find that they're called liar because they're telling the truth. Right? And a lot of times people who speak truth are labeled certain names to try to diffuse the energy and the passion that they bring to the table. Like maybe if we'll call them a name that, hey, they'll stop riding so hard for their people. Right? But real racism or being a race, there's nothing wrong with being a racist, meaning that you work for your race, right? But what is wrong is when you set up systems, laws, policies, rules, and procedures that deny another person or people freedom to grow and prosper. That's what's wrong. When there's no equality, right? When you want to dominate another people, that's not righteousness. We all should be free to aspire to grow into our own greatness without any hindrance, right? And white people, you have had such a hell of a head start the past 400 or 500 years over black people. I don't understand why y'all can't grasp that concept. That's because you don't want to grasp it, right? Our ancestors were slaves for 300 some plus years. Can you imagine having hundreds of thousands and millions of employees for free? What kind of progress you could make and you didn't have to pay these people? Come on now, use a little logic. Some scholars say that the amount that this country owes to black people for what our ancestors did is trillions on top of trillions of dollars in today's cash value. So we don't even want to go there. Because if we had the start you all had, we would be up right now as a people. We wouldn't need y'all at all. And we don't need y'all now. We just need a proper knowledge of who we are. And once we get that, we kicking dust, right? We ready to create Black Wall Street all over again. That's what we're working towards. So salute to CamRon for not getting scared, for not bowing down. In fact, he brought this lady out to the limelight so that his followers in the world could see her. Right? We not running today. From no adversary or enemy. And we only bow down to our Creator, whom created us from sperm mixed with ovum and gave us form and allowed us to attach to a firm resting place in our mother's womb and evolved us from that clot into an embryo, into a fetus, And it was just us and our Creator in the triple darkness of our mother's womb. So that's whom we owe our allegiance to. Him who set up the system by which we grew up into our greater physical self, so that we may grow into our higher vertical self and mental and moral self. We owe our obligation to only God and nobody else. And we declared that before the world. So I salute our brother CamRon, and all of our brothers and sisters who are out here and will continue to speak truth no matter your color. Color is not important today. It's our righteousness that the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said will sustain us. It's our morality, it's our integrity today that will allow us to overcome the wiles and the schemes and the machinations of Satan. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan said there's no Satan without that can touch us if we can get a hold of that Satan within. So let us, as black and brown and righteous people, strive to live according to the way that our Creator created us, and we'll be at peace. Let us not sleep with other women other than our wife, right? Let us not commit fornication if we're not married to a woman. Commit ourselves to that woman, right? Don't sleep around with her. She deserves better. Our women deserve better. Let us not steal from one another or rob one another. And all of these different laws that our Creator has set up is for peace in our society, peace in our communities, so that we can continue to fight against injustice. And the only way that we can destroy white supremacy is by black excellency. And by being bold and courageous and knowledgeable and informed and enlightened and industrious, right? So let's all give a virtual salute to our brother CamRon for letting this white lady know, hey ma'am, I'm not the racist. Study the history. Get the facts before you come down my lane, right? And that's what time it is. This your brother Monroe Jr. I'm signing off. Peace.